This is Google Stadia. It's been about 6 months, or just a little over 6 months, since it originally launched. And the launch wasn't perfect, and I'm sure many people heard about it. But I have really enjoyed it and haven't had any issues related to the system itself. So, welcome to Pixelated Views, and welcome to Google Stadia. Let's get into it. As we look at the controller, we have the white, black, and orange version, which came with the Premier Edition. The dark blue, orange, and black came with the Founders Edition. The layout is pretty similar to the PlayStation controller. There's always going to be differences, but it's closer to the PlayStation controller than to the Xbox controller. There we have the capture button where you can capture screenshots, menu buttons, Google Assistant. It doesn't work yet, but we don't know when it's going to be activated. Here we have on the back, you have the USB-C port. You have the shoulder buttons, the trigger buttons, all the pretty standard things. The buttons feel pretty good. The triggers are a little too soft for my liking. They're not very clicky. And we have the A, B button, X, Y, the D-pad, usual things. And like I said, the triggers are a little squishy. Shoulder buttons feel fine. Analog sticks move smoothly. Those are clicky also. And we have the headphone jack here on the bottom. So when you're playing through your Chromecast, you can just plug into there. Controller feels good. I have bigger hands, but it still feels comfortable. Everything is easy to reach and it sits nicely in the hand. So let's get into some gameplay. I'll fire up NBA 2K20. This game launches quite a bit slower than most of the other games I've played. So I'm going to skip through the whole launch process. Gameplay is smooth, graphics look good. I know some games play in up-res 4K. Some are still only 1080. But overall, I think the graphics are nice. The gameplay is smooth, just as I would expect it to be on a console. Here you see I am playing wirelessly through my browser, which is something they added recently. Before you had to be connected by USB-C cable to your computer in order to play through the Chrome browser. But recently they updated it where you can play through the Wi-Fi without having to connect to your computer. So that's a nice addition. Now let's look at how fast it is to purchase or claim a game and go straight into gameplay. So I go to the pro game area, and there's Turing Test, one of the free pro games. I click on it. There's a claim button. I claim it as my free game. Then it pops up for the option for me to play. Hit the play button, and it starts loading. No downloads, no patches, no updates, anything like that. Just go straight into the game. So the total time from when I hit claim to the game actually launches to the screen here is about 30 seconds. So that's pretty good. I've downloaded games to my PC and it can take hours. And then once you get it downloaded, it may have some more updates. Now here you see me holding down the Stadia button, and this turns on the controller and connects it to the Wi-Fi. But it also tells my Chromecast Ultra to turn on my television and switch to the input that my Chromecast is connected to and launch my game selection screen. So it's not the fastest process, so I did cut some of it out. But if you're doing something, getting set up, you can hold down the button, let it fire up, start doing whatever you wanted to do prior to getting the game going. And then by the time you come back, it's launched and you're ready to play. As you can see here, I am playing some Destiny 2. Gameplay is smooth, it's responsive. There's no lag, no stutters. Although I have experienced that, but it's usually due to the Wi-Fi issue because my Chromecast is in my basement. So it's far away from the router. Even though I'm tethered, sometimes I do untether it for various reasons. but I have experienced some lag, but it's usually due to my Wi-Fi or my internet connection having some issues, which isn't often, but it can happen. Here's some more Destiny gameplay, so just check out some of this footage. I'll let you watch it. Now we'll see another feature. I forget what this feature is called, but it allows you to pause a game and switch to another device or TV or computer and pick right up where you left off. So we're going to see some examples of that. So I was playing on my television through the Chromecast. I paused. I went to my PC, launched the same game on the Chrome browser, and now it's launching. So we're going to see it pick up right where I left off. I'm in the pause screen there, and it allows me to resume. And I pick right back up where I left off, and I crash, of course. So just be conscious of where you pause the game before you go to switch to another device. So I'm going to show you again without showing the launch to the computer. Go straight from the television to picking up on the computer. But one thing I did notice is that the weather changed. So that was weird. And here we have another game, Stacks on Stacks on Stacks, where I'm playing on the computer, I pause, and I pick up right where I left off when I go to my television. So that is a feature I really appreciate. I think that it'd be really useful for most people. Next, I'm going to show Stream Connect. If you look in the bottom right corner, I can see my partner's point of view. This is Division 2, and as you're playing in a team, you can see the stream of up to 3 different teammates. I'm only playing with one guy here, so his is the only other stream I can see. But as I'm running around fighting the enemies, I can look and see his perspective, see what he's doing, a different point of view, or seeing if someone's coming or whatever it may be. It's an awesome feature. Now we're going to launch a game on my Galaxy Tab S4. Once again, I can play wirelessly through the Wi-Fi. So here I am setting up my controller. It links up to the Chrome browser, and I will be able to play. This was something else that was available recently because before you couldn't play on some devices, but now if I set the browser to desktop mode, then I can play on my tablet or my phone as long as it has a Chrome browser that I can set to desktop mode. So I'm launching Destiny 2. And the experience you receive playing this way, at least in my what I've noticed, is it's not as good as if I was playing maybe through a Stadia app, like some of the Pixel and Samsung phones can do so far. But if you're traveling or something like that and you're not playing necessarily a fast paced game, I think this would probably be a fine way to play, a portable device hooked up to your hotel Wi Fi when it's safe to travel again. But, it's not a terrible experience. Like here I am playing Destiny, which is more of a faster paced game, and I am noticing the lag and stutters, and so I wouldn't necessarily play Destiny this way at this point. So, but maybe once the app is available on more devices where we're able to play through that, then it would be a better experience. So take that with a grain of salt. Well, while you can play this way, maybe there are certain games that will be better suited for it than some others. So that's my short overview of Google Stadia and some of the things I've liked about it. Like I said, I've enjoyed it thus far, and I think if people give it a chance and you have the Wi-Fi bandwidth or speeds, then I think you can possibly enjoy it too. Um, but thank you for joining me. Thank you for visiting my channel. Thank you for watching the video. Please hit the like and subscribe button and leave me some comments below whether you have Google Stadia and what your thoughts about it or whether you're planning on giving it a try eventually. Um, now that it's free, they have a free tier. So let me know what you think. Thanks for joining me.